regarding white band training.
Morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. And it's good to see all of you here pulling through. I was just thinking about the last speaker and some other examples of simple things that you could give good faith in. Every time one of us, as you know, I represent 10,000, and every time we give a suggestion that's easy to do, why not follow through on it? It seems a lot of time is spent on multi-million-dollar deals behind, closed doors. But my friends at Rosemont Bluff, they worked really hard on that on their own time to get it accessible for the citizens. I'll just use up those extra 2 minutes as well, since it looks like you're involved with the last topic still. But yeah, speaking of the last topic and accessibility to the people on the ground, Rosemont Bluff could have been protected, but the city said they were taking it over. That would be parks, and they went straight in there and sprayed. So for years, these people were making a beautiful park with a trail, and the city went in and sprayed. Another example I was thinking of where the citizens came up with a good idea and it just wasn't followed through by the city was R2D2. And so I think a lot of times we could work better together than kicking people out. It's something, I don't know, did you hear Democracy Now! This morning? Any of you? No? I listened to it. It helped me a lot when my father died. Just every morning at 7 o'clock. First I did my yoga, then I did Democracy Now! But today it's very related to us and something that we should pay attention to. And I was thinking about this recently from a conversation I had with Nick Fish. But I guess I'm just get tired of the hypocrisy of saying one thing and doing another. And in many cases, it doesn't have to be that complicated. All you have to do is listen to people writing you letters, sending you emails, and showing up here for the 3 minutes plus 2.
Just so you don't get an extra 2, but go ahead and finish up.
Okay, all right, then I'll start. So anyway, Nick Fish and I just wanted to say that I thought it was really hypocritical to mention Bill McKibben's name in keeping our water clean at the last city council, but at the same time allowing the reservoirs to be covered. And that still has not been dealt with. It's another one of the things where we expedite things like Randy Leonard's neon sign, but we don't deal with these. We could have asked for an extension multiple times and it's still not over.
Crystal, we did.
Crystal, we did 6
And
times.
I was told by Nick Fish to go to Amanda Fritz's office to find out about the Citizens Aesthetic Committee, where we put water in the reservoirs, add fountains and a little pathway, and remember that we had a reservoir. Of course, Amanda Fritz's office didn't know about it. They told me to go to Ani, to the neighborhood involvement, and then they told me to go over to the Portlandia building, and finally Tim called me, but yes.
So we are going to be having a process in November. There will be a public meeting in November and one in December to discuss the future of the reservoirs after they're disconnected and not used for drinking water.
And R2D2 in Rosemont Bluff, I would love to hear about that too.
Well, that's not the topic of those particular
Oh, well, I
meetings.
thought because parks, and you know what I'm talking about. But on the 29th, there is a meeting on Washington Park at the Zion Lutheran Church at the Goose Hollow, where they will be discussing this aesthetic reservoir idea.
I want to encourage you to participate in this meeting. You used your time this morning, but so we have to move on, Crystal.
But we need to follow through on these things that are
you.
bad for our environment and not throw around names as if we think we're doing something good. I think
I just want to encourage you.
the
to
best
go to this.
ideas that have come out of City Hall have been people in their free time in the 3 minutes they can get. But it's hard for people to come here and they're turned off by the inaccessibility. I've noticed all these years, and I thought about how long you've been here, you said you didn't vote on the reservoir. It is your area, and you are implementing it, but you didn't vote on it. Well, how long have you
Crystal,
been here?
we're all implementing it, and you do need to let
But
us
the
know.
work you do on a daily basis
Oh, we're not gonna have a
cancels out the
debate.
good work that a
Crystal,
citizen can
Crystal,
do in the
we're
3
not
minutes.
we're
if
not
you
going to
take
have a
the
debate
time.
with you this morning. You need to let others get on with the rest of the
So I am
calendar.
submitting to you the idea on immigrant sanctuary, since you showed up for Fernando at the Augustana Church.
Thank you. Now,
We have
Crystal,
discussed
Crystal, we're
on,
going to cut off your microphone. You need to stop. Okay, you've been here for 5 minutes, and we need to get on with the calendar. So thank you. Okay, let's move on to consent calendar. I don't believe there's anything to be pulled off, so let's take a roll call on the consent calendar.